I haven't done a video in a while, so here's a little update. Quite a bit has changed. I had to get new tires, so I got rid of the white walls just to get some cheap tires, some cheap good tires for now. I got the black hardtop on that came with it, or that I got it with. Probably not from the factory. So let's see. Snowballed as usual. Got the carpet looking decent though. There was a bunch of stuff under the seat just stuck from years. It all started because of the speedometer wasn't, oh no, it actually started with the steering. The steering wheel had a lot of slop on it, like the upper bearing and lower bearing were shot, so it was just, I was able to move the steering wheel up and down, not the normal slop like that. So took that out, then I figured it was a good idea to take the gauge cluster out because the speedometer was bad and that ties in with the odometer and trip meter. So I had that shipped off and rebuilt, so started taking more stuff apart. Took the seats out. There was an amp right here, small amp powering the two 6x9s back here, and then there was a bigger amp back there for the two 8-inch subs that were tucked behind the soft top. So I didn't really like them under the seat. I'll relocate it to the back once I get subs for it. I just got a new stereo, kind of a retrofit that could go to Bluetooth or the radio, obviously. And the clock, took that out. It was basically working. One of the arms wasn't really stuck on there properly. Must have just gotten banged around, I don't know. The gauge cluster was rebuilt in 2001 is what it said on the back. So everything was okay, but the speedometer. The speedometer just really wasn't plugged in enough. And then this bit, I guess just wore down on it, and so it stopped working. Here's the one for the tack. It is red with a dead spider on it. So I don't know if that red is normal, but it seems to be working all right. Pretty much labeled everything, because who knows when I'll put it back together. The ignition switch, the people before me just totally hacked it up. This is pieces of it. There should be 5 of them. There's only 4. So I don't know. It's another reason I was taking all the what's it called? The amps and all the speaker stuff out, just to make it a little easier to trace down wires. What else have I done? I don't know. Oh, the seats. Seats came out looking decent. This is the driver's side. But I took these little metal strips out and cleaned them. So they look all right. Then what? Today took out the heater core because that's also bad. While I was in this deep, I was really hoping to replace these, but they're gonna take like 3 months to get. That one over there is even worse. It's in pieces. It takes 3 months to get these, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't want to wait 3 months to put it all back together. So that takes 3 months, and then the seal kit for this thing takes 2 months. So I might just get my own seal and then wait on these. Kind of sucks, but whatever. Oh, here's a really good example of the gold. This is like the best one I got so far. The gloss is really nice too, or the clear coat, whatever they used. And it looks like they used, this was tan in the beginning and they must have just dyed it. And then this, I don't know. It looks like it was gloss black for a while. Then somebody went to a flat. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but these are swapped. The ones with the wires are supposed to be on the left side. What is that? The temperature. That goes to the heater core, or the heater housing. Let's see. I cleaned all this up. I'll eventually get a new boot, but this one will work for now. This isn't the right seal, but it's just some foam tape I had. That side's pretty good. All the trim and stuff is back here. Glove box cover. Oh, that's pretty heavy. There's all that. This is where the 6x9s are. It sits up here. It just fell down, so yeah, I took out the heater core. That wasn't too bad. Had to pull the battery. I'm always nervous about this thing. That's where the heater core sticks out. They deleted it I don't know when, probably when they did all the rest of this, early 2000s. The heater core has an inlet and an outlet, and they just ran to these, but instead they just looped it around to make a closed loop and delete the heater core. But I'd like to put it back, I don't know. I didn't think it was too bad. It is really dirty though. Let's see. This is what I'll be cleaning the next couple days. Here's the heater core. Submerged it in a 5-gallon bucket, then put the air compressor to it. And I think I was putting air in this one, in this side, and covered the other, and then it was leaking right in there. I don't see anything. I could probably solder it, but it's kind of buried after I install it, so I might just get a new one. It's $130. This thing works. I plugged it straight to the battery and it was ripping, but this is in really bad shape. I've never wanted a sandblaster more in my life. I don't know if that thing's just a little weight or what. But so depending on how much they are, I don't know if I'll reuse this or not. This is the housing. This is a 63, so I'm guessing that's what that means. This is what behind the glove box, it has that connector. This is what it goes to read the temperature, I guess. Let's see. This thing is so stiff. Or maybe I just gotta use the right thing. Let's see if I can see in there. I haven't tried this yet. I wanted to see that. Where is it? What the heck is going on? Oh, it's over here. Let's see. I wanted to see if that coil was broken or not. Oh, nice. There we go. Looks kind of funky. I can't tell. Huh. I'm just gonna get a new one. I think it's $25 for that piece. Then the thing is pretty bad. Should have some foam Here it is, deteriorated. Foam there, and then also foam on this one, which is also gone. I guess it's on this side. But that's the kit that takes 2 months to get, so I think I'll just get some putty or something else. I don't know what I could do for the foam, but for the seals, I'm just gonna use the some kind of foam or putty. Here's the glove box. They cut a hole back here to put this through. The previous owners had this in there, CD player, then this in the center console just for looks, I guess, and they didn't use it. Or maybe they used this until the early 2000s. Because it just has a tape player. This is custom sounds or something. Custom auto sound. So here's the replacement I got. Doesn't look perfect. I wish the numbers at least were vertical, but it does have the Corvette at least vertical. I don't think it comes with the correct buttons. This is what the last one came with. This one right here. It's for the inner, and then this goes whatever inside of it, kinda. Something like that. I don't think those are correct, but I guess it'll work for now. Here's the rest of the gauge cluster. On the back of this, it said whatever company this is, out of Texas or something. What is it? Florida. It had the same sticker on the back of this, and it said 2001 on it, so that's when they got it rebuilt. Here's the tachometer. This is for the 300 horsepower, so that's what I got. Cool little 63 stamp there. Henderson, I guess that was the last owner. It's written on everything. Here's the bearing that was shot on mine. Let's see if it'll focus. There it is. That's what went out on the speedometer. So it had too much slop in and out. This thing goes all the way through. And it's got a little, it's kind of magnetic, so it floats better. And so instead of floating, it was grinding. But everything else looks all right. I don't know if it was repainted or not. It looks pretty good, so I'd imagine so. Here's the clock. I hooked it up to a 9-volt battery, just those rectangle ones, and ran it for a while and it seemed okay. This is all the steering column stuff. This is everything that was broken. Lower bearing, shot. They had 2 of them stacked on top of each other for whatever reason. Here's the upper bearing. I guess that was probably okay, but, or no, there was, all the balls fell out. See them down there? Anyways, here's the parts I could reuse. This is for the blinker. Couple anchors. Here's all the new stuff. It's 120 bucks to rebuild the steering column. This is the shaft. Let's see. This is the shaft that goes inside of this. This is where your steering wheel attaches. Come all the way down. This is where it's got those splines for where the rag joint is. And then the lower bearing rides right here. See if it'll focus. And the bearing was shot for so long it grinded down a little groove, or kind of a big groove. So I filled it back up with the welder. I got to grind it down just a hair, but I just wanted the new bearing to have a good seat. And those were 150, so probably have to replace it eventually, but I'm just holding out on it. Let's see, here's the rest of the gauge cluster. This thing is probably 15 pounds. It is solid. I think that's pretty much it. Seats. Probably forgetting something, but that's all right. Oh, this, let's see, this new one has an option to buy a CD player, their brand, of course, that hooks into the 8-pin. See the 8-pin right up here? And then you could hook up their CD player to it. But I noticed the Alpine stereo that I took out of this thing has, let's see if I can unplug this with one hand. Nope. This also has the 8-pin plug coming out of it. So I got a male to male. I'm gonna try to hook them up together. This one in the back of that one. And then maybe I could play my CDs out of this. That'd be sweet. And not have to buy their $200 CD player, but if I have to, I probably will, because I got a bunch of CDs. Let's see, here's the face for it. I think I still have a CD in here. I kind of just yanked everything out without thinking. There it is. Pretty old, but it's just going to be hidden in the glove box and used as a CD player. I'm hoping I don't have to bring power to it. I could just, I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I'll try it out. I think that's it for now. I did the first oil change. I can't really drain the rear end, so I kind of siphoned it out. I think I was able to get 2 quarts out of the rear diff, or maybe 1.5. And it was pretty black. The transmission was not the best. It had a good amount of flakes in it, but hopefully it's okay. And yeah, I did the oil change. Now I want to do the radiator fluid, but I was trying to do the heater core first to get that back tied in with it. Air filter. New air filter. Finally cleaned all this. It was really bad on both sides in that little groove. Now I got the valve covers are pretty dirty too. But I have some new gaskets for those, so I'll do that. Maybe if I'm still waiting on the speedometer, we'll see. I think the speedometer is only supposed to take a couple weeks. And I think hopefully it doesn't go above 300. I think their quote was 220 to 280 or something, 220 to 300. I don't know, see how some of that is green? I don't know what's up with that. This car was painted. It looks more blue than green, but this is kind of a turquoise. Oops. And yeah, they didn't sand any of that. And this is a good 32nd. I don't know how many coats of paint on there. A lot of white. So maybe this car was white at one time. This, I don't know if you guys saw how dirty the car was, but this top was even worse. I don't want to say 10 times worse, but it was really bad. You could see in these grooves still, there's just dirt caked in there. Dirt caked in all these little valleys too. But I think it looks kind of cool with the black top and the no hubcaps, no white wall. Here's the hubcaps. Still got to clean those. I think they'll polish it pretty good. So there's got some bends in them. Oh, like right there's a pretty good one. I think just from people banging them, trying to put them back on. But all these fins come off, so that'll make it a little easier to polish. I'll just be able to polish all the way through there, all around. Not have to deal with all these right angles. All right, I think that's it.